You know, I did a video several days ago in reference to the Cassie Diddy trial, and I kind of empathized with Alex Fine, the husband. And the response I got from many women was, oh, he knew everything already. Or he's a real man. He came and rescued her from this evil man, Diddy. Now, let me preface by saying I don't think any woman deserves to get beat on or physically hurt by a man. And moreover than that, I don't think Diddy is a good person based on what I've seen. However, we have to take into context three things. Number one, cognitive dissonance is a scourge on reality. Number two is a question. Is 18 to 25 the new second childhood for women? And number three is, what about the children? Now, when I say cognitive dissonance, for those who don't know, is when you have been taught to believe something as fact your whole life. And then you find out through information that that's not true. But you've been holding on to this belief so long that you don't want to let it go. Case in point, we walk around thinking Jesus is white when in the scripture it has told us that he has hair of wool and skin of burnt bronze. That doesn't seem to describe a Caucasian man that we see on many walls and many places in churches. But that's cognitive dissonance. And I would say that is the same cognitive dissonance women have used when it came to Cassie. She was just this battered young woman that didn't know any better, and she was doing these things just to please Diddy. And with the cross exam, we found out that wasn't true. She was down for all of this stuff. She was initiating the freak offs. She was going back to Diddy even when she started new relationships with Kid Cudi and her now husband. And it's also been said she was having sexual relationships with him as a married woman. So y'all can't tell me this woman was just coerced the whole time. There had to be some level of consent. The second part I want to address is that for some reason, and I don't know why it works this way, but we have this mantra where when young women turn the age of 18 to 25, it is somehow they're naive, they don't know any better, they're just little girls, they have no discernment skills, and no decisions they make can be held against them. Baby mama be damned, anything they do, it was just a mistake that we need to give a pass. And I don't believe that. I believe that 50, 60 years ago, that was the time when women were getting married. That was the time when women were starting families. God didn't give you your period at 12 for you to start taking relationships seriously in your 30s. But that's a whole nother subject. My point is, just because she was young does not mean she did not know what she was doing. And last but not least is, what about the children? This woman has two young children and one that's due any day now, and they are eventually going to grow up to hear and see all of these disgusting things that their mother did. And the final lesson I would give to men who want to be in these kind of relationships because they think the woman is attractive and they can come along and be the next Alex Fine is that you cannot heal a damaged soul. A damaged soul will only torture you and make your life miserable in the long haul. And more importantly than that, from what I saw with the history of this, is she was with a guy named Ryan Leslie, a music producer, a writer. And when he introduced her to Diddy, she left him for Diddy. And what that says to me is a woman like that will go to the highest bidder. And any woman like that is not a woman I would want for my son. Just like a man like Diddy that would put his hands on a woman is not somebody I would want for my daughters.